Imagine waking up one morning and realizing your job has suddenly turned into the loudest, most chaotic show in all of sports. The empty seats? Gone. The quiet arenas? Replaced by 18,000 fans shaking the building every night. Charter flights, tight security, cameras waiting outside hotels, non-stop debate shows arguing about your team. Welcome to life with the Indiana Fever. Welcome to the Caitlin Clark effect. While the entire sports world is locked in on number 22, there's another story unfolding behind the spotlight. What does it actually feel like to share a locker room with a generational superstar? To carry that kind of pressure every single night? We've heard the media narrative. We've seen the social media outrage. We've watched analysts yell about it on television. But we haven't really heard from the players living it. Until now. Lexie Hull, defensive stopper, floor spacer, and one of Clark's closest teammates, finally spoke up. And what she shared about the spotlight, the outside noise, and her commitment to Indiana reveals a side of this team most people completely missed. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe. You're watching WNBA Pro, your go-to spot for real basketball breakdowns. Now, let's talk about what's really happening in Indiana. Thanks for watching Angel Power Play. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like and subscribe for more deep basketball analysis.
Hall's out there on that court at all times. Lexie Hull took to Sophie Cunningham's Show Me Something podcast, and she addressed the truth about being a part of Caitlin Clark's team. And make no mistake about it, Lexie Hull wants to stay. Lexie Hull wants to stay, guys. She does not want to go anywhere. She is looking to return to Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. We got to break this whole thing.
To understand why Lexie's words matter, we have to rewind. Before 2024, the Fever were deep in a rebuild. Wins were rare. National attention was almost non-existent. Lexie Hull arrived in 2022 out of Stanford, bringing championship experience to a franchise trying to find its identity. But the jump from college to the pros isn't easy. For 2 seasons, the team fought hard but struggled to stack victories. Then, everything changed. First came Aaliyah Boston, a dominant presence inside. Then, the draft lottery hit again. And suddenly, Caitlin Clark was headed to Indiana. Overnight, the Fever became must-watch television. Every shot was analyzed, every foul debated, every substitution discussed online. Millions of new fans tuned in, many watching the WNBA for the first time. From the outside, it looked glamorous. Inside, the pressure was intense. You weren't just playing basketball anymore. You were part of a movement, and that spotlight can either elevate you or overwhelm you. Lexie Hull chose to elevate.
In front of 2,000 people in an empty gym to now every game is sold out at 18,000 plus every single night, home and away. That is a big, big change. Lexie Hull felt that change immediately.
It might be. It might be. Yeah. But it's like, that's hard. I think like once you start winning and once more people start showing up, like your experience changes.
In basketball, there's something called gravity. Superstars draw defenders toward them. We've seen it with Stephen Curry. We've seen it with LeBron James. And the moment Caitlin Clark stepped onto a WNBA court, she had that same pull. Teams picked her up full court. They trapped her aggressively. They sent double teams the moment she crossed half court. When 2 defenders commit to one player, someone else is open. But being open and capitalizing on it are 2 different things. Early in the season, Indiana struggled with spacing. Teams packed the paint to limit Aaliyah Boston and dared the wings to shoot. Enter Lexie Hull. She quickly understood what playing next to Clark required. Run hard in transition. Relocate when Clark drives. Stay ready. Lexie embraced the 3 and de-roll completely. Defensively, she guarded the toughest perimeter players every night. Offensively, her 3-point shooting climbed among the league's best. She became the reliable release valve the Fever desperately needed. As soon as Lexie started punishing defenses for doubling Clark, the entire floor opened up. But their connection wasn't just tactical. It was personal.
go do their thing. But when you have players that are going to go take the charge, like, you're just so tough. And they're just like, people appreciate it. And when you have sold out crowds everywhere you go, it's just appreciated. And it feels good as players.
Now, let's be real here. Will anybody be checking for Lexie Hull had she not been Caitlin Clark's teammate? Now, we love Lexie Hull. We want her here to stay. But that goes to show the value.
If you listen to talk shows, you'd think the Fever locker room was divided. Headlines hinted at jealousy. Social media pushed narratives of tension. But watch the team closely, and you see something different. Lexie Hull and Caitlin Clark built a genuine friendship. Road trips, social media moments, constant support. In a season filled with relentless scrutiny, that bond mattered. While outsiders speculated, the players built trust. Lexie understood something simple. You can't win if your locker room is fractured. The chemistry wasn't fake. It was real.
I wanted to reach for, and I feel like now with the social media and just even like TV and the accessibility for people, like they see us and they can actually like have these dreams so much earlier. And to be one of those people is really special.
She going to games. Let's be real. Lexie Hull's first however many years in the league prior to Caitlin getting there, do you think she ever looked in the stands and saw anybody wearing a number 10 Lexie Hull jersey that wasn't a family member? No.
Clark took plenty of physical hits during her rookie season. Hard fouls, rough defense, constant pressure. And almost every time, Lexie was right there. She stepped in. She stood up. She helped her teammate off the floor. That wasn't about drama. It was about unity. Lexie's willingness to defend her teammate, on the court and in the media, helped silence the toxic narratives. It proved the Clark effect wasn't about one player standing above everyone else. It was about a team rising together. By season's end, the Fever weren't just popular. They were competitive. Attendance records fell. TV ratings surged. And Indiana earned real playoff respect. But success brings new questions. Free agency, overseas opportunities, expansion drafts. Rosters can change quickly. After a breakout year, Lexie had options. Every contender values a defender who can shoot over 40% from deep.
So what did she decide?
She's staying.
It's super important, guys. I know, I know they want to keep Kelsey, but look, long term, we can keep Tres Leches together with Aaliyah Boston. I'm all in, man. I'm all in, man. Lexie Hull, nothing but glowing things to say about being a part of this Indiana Fever team and organization, especially with the upgrades and the changes since the arrival of the GOAT, Caitlin Clark. She wants to run it back. Make no mistake about it. Give Lexie Hull a 3-year deal. We want to keep her.
Returning to Indiana wasn't just a contract move.
It was a statement.
The mission isn't finished. Look at the core. Aaliyah Boston dominating inside. Kelsey Mitchell providing explosive scoring. Caitlin Clark orchestrating the offense. And Lexie Hull locking down the perimeter. This is no longer just a fun story. It's a team with real potential. They've already learned how to play under the brightest lights. They've survived the noise. Now the focus shifts to something bigger, chasing a championship. Lexie's honesty clears away the distractions. Behind the viral clips and heated debates are real athletes navigating a historic moment in women's basketball. The Caitlin Clark era changed the league. It brought attention, money, and pressure. But it also revealed character. Lexie Hull didn't fade into the background. She stepped forward. She hit the open shots. She embraced the challenge. And she made one thing clear. The Indiana Fever are not a one-woman show. They're united. They're prepared. And they're just getting started. Caitlin Clark has the ball. Lexie Hull is waiting on the wing. And Indiana is coming. Thanks for watching WNBA Pro. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like and subscribe for more deep basketball analysis.